Hello Wanderers, welcome back to the channel. It is I, Dave, the Tabletop Wanderer, and we are back with some more Killian Silverwood, the Shadow of Alnor. And on the last episode, we had Killian have a fight on top of a submarine, and you all seem to enjoy that. Thank you for all the kind comments. And at the end of the episode, he was trying to get away, but he fell into the river. So today, we're going to see what's going to happen to our good friend Killian the Shadow. We are continuing with John Frederick's Streamlined Superhero, and if need be, we have the SoloRPG GME by Moses Boyajian. Okay, I got one of my beautiful artistic handmade, hand-drawn battle mats. It's always the same one, I just draw it. And we are going to be using today this little blue meeple for Killian. So he was somewhere around here when he fell, and because I guess everybody knows that rivers flow into the sea, right? He's going to be coming down this way, and we're going to try and see if he can get out of the water. So Killian splashes into the river, and he goes under, and he starts to get dragged by the river. Now, can we see, we've got his character sheet right here, where you can see his stats, hopefully. Now, we need to roll a d10 because he's coming down this way, and I'm going to say that he has 5 turns before he gets into the bay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it like that. Let me do this right. I'll put it up. No, I'll put it down here. 5 turns. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 chances to get out of the river. Okay, just have my D. Oh, right here. So let's go then. So he starts flowing downriver, and he's going to use his grappling hook, of course, in his hand crossbow. He loads it up underwater, and he comes up to the water, through the water, and he can see the bridge right there. And so he's going to fire, and he does succeed. That's a bit like meh. I was really hoping that he would come down this way, but okay. So he does succeed. His grappling hook does manage to get onto attach itself to the bridge. Now, does he pull himself up? His grappling hook is a d6. Let's say, I'm going to say that he has, because the river is pretty, it's flowing really fast. He's got 2 in 6 chance of pulling himself up. So 1 and 2 he does, 3, 4, 5, 6 he does not. He does not pull himself up, because I really want him to see if we can go down a bit further down the river. No, that's what I think it's more interesting that way. So he does not manage to pull himself up because the river's running really, really rapidly. Now, what else can we do? Let's see. So he's still holding onto it. He's still trying to pull himself up. Now, does the rope of his grappling hook break? I'm gonna say that it is a pretty tough rope. He does have to withstand his whole weight, his body weight. I'll give it like a 60% chance that he does. So let's say that 1, 2, 3, 4, it does holds, it does not break. 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't break. 5, 6, it does. Oh, it does break. So the rope breaks and Killian just starts going down this way, down the river. So that's one of his opportunities. And he starts flowing down once more. And he's looking into his utility pouch. What else does he have that he could use? Let's see. Okay, he hasn't got much more in his utility pouch. So I'm going to say that he starts trying to swim to the shore of the river. Okay, to the riverbed. Let's see. He's down this way. Does he get there? I'll just roll here. So a 50-50 chance. 1, 2, 3, yes. No, 1, 2, 3, no. 4, 5, 6, yes. He does. He manages to get to the shore. Okay. I did all this for nothing. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So he got himself up onto the shore, and as he's crawling up to the shore, he's making his way up here, and we're going to say, we're not going to say it is basically that. This area here with the trees is right here in the government district. Okay. And so he's climbing up onto the shore, in between the brushes and all that, and a hand pops up, grabs his hand, and starts pulling him up. And he looks up. He's lying down on his back, breathing heavily. He's, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the help. And he looks up and he sees this elf looking at him. Long white hair also. Big green eyes. And he's wearing this green pale tunic, a light green with gold stitching and edging on the side of the tunic, and he's just like regal. And the elf turns to the shadow and says, well, you were lucky I was going by, and I just happened to look in the river and see you. Well, what are you doing in the river anyway? And who are you? You're all dressed weirdly. And it is night. The moon is high. And Killian gets to his feet. And he looks at the elf. And he recognizes the elf. The elf, from what Bryn Amaris told him, was the Lord, the governor of Orlalion. The elf, let me just grab this. Right here. The city, the elf city in Thatchroot Forest. And he recognizes him from the party at the governor's mansion, the castle. And Killian turns to him and says, I'm just a concerned citizen, but thank you for your help. I do appreciate it. But what are you doing here at this time of hour? And the elf turns to him. I'm a guest here at the castle, and I just came out for a little stroll. It was a bit stuffy in there. I don't know if you've heard, but there was some commotion here the last couple of days. And I really needed to get out and get some fresh air and be in contact with nature. And in Alnor, this area is the only nature there is. And as you can see, there's only trees around this area. There's a bit of trees here and there, but this is mainly like a big garden. Sort of a botanical garden. And that's why I was out here. Just to get in touch with nature for a little while. But yeah, what were you doing in the river? And the shadow turns to him. Taking a midnight dip. I've got to go. And he starts running off in towards the rest of the city. So he starts running down here. And he leaves the other elf behind. And he jumps on to one of the rooftops. Jumps onto one of the rooftops. And he starts making his way down back to the harbour district. Just to see if he can see anything from where that submarine came. Now, I wonder, can Killian see anything in the harbour which will indicate... Johnny, get back a bit. That will indicate wherever the submarine came from? Let's see, let's roll this. No, so he can't. So no and. So no and. Roll on the random event generator. Roll on the verb and noun table. Okay, let's get that then. Let's grab this, grab this. Grab all of these, because I got my notes somewhere here. I think. There should be some in here. Here we are. Right there. So now we need to roll on the random event generator, which will be right here. I'm so sorry. So that is a D20 roll. We've got a 16. A rare resource is discovered. Rare resource discovered. And now we need to roll on the verb and noun table, right? Yep, verb and noun table. So we go over here, and this is the random events table. I think there's another one. Oh no, I'm lying. So let's get our D100, and let's see what our verb is. 35, and 35 says awaken. And the noun 51, revolt. Awaken, revolt. What could that mean? Awaken, revolt. So he does not see anything out here in the harbour. But all of a sudden, I know. All of a sudden, there's this massive sound coming from the Ironforge district. Shouting. Sounds like shouting and fighting and things breaking. And since he is quite a bit away, and he can hear that, he's guessing that it's pretty big. And so he makes his way across the rooftops to the Ironforge district. And he gets there, and let's say right here, right on the edge of the harbour district and the Ironforge district, there's this massive crowd of about, I don't know, 200 to 300 people there. And there's this battle going on. There's a massive battle going on. And from the rooftop, Killian can see that there are some dwarves and humans and elves, and they look like they're fighting each other, but he looks more closer at this mob that are having this massive battle, and he notices that some of them have their face covered, and their attire is in line with those of the Veins, the same ones that attacked the castle just a couple of nights before. Everyone else is normally dressed, and so you can see that it's sort of a revolt has awakened. See what I did there? The people of Ironforge, because Ironforge district is a district where they work hard. The dwarves work their iron, and the halflings work all their trinkets, and the goblins also, and all that. So it is a workman's district, and it has been hit by the Mindbend plague, the drug that is infested in the veins of the city. And Killian guesses that these people here are fed up with it, and since the authorities of Alnor can't do much about this, this seems like it's sort of a group of people that are taking justice into their own hands. And we can see that Killian sees this big massive battle going on, and he jumps down into the street. And I'm going to set something up. Be right back. Okay, back, and I've got all this set up. So, Killian, where's my map? I've got everything set up except what I needed. Okay, we've got the map right here. So Killian made his way down here, and we are in this sort of plaza area right there. And he gets there, and he sees 4 meanies, baddies. Are we the baddies? I always say, are we the baddies? And that just reminds me of something. You probably all know what I mean. So Killian's right here. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4 bandits right there. The Veins. And each of them has a colored die, so we can see what is who is who. Okay, so Killian, he comes into the plaza, and there's this massive battle. These are the 4 that are just on the edge of the conflict, and he can see they're all they all have their back towards Killian. They don't see him coming up. And so what does he do? Let's see. He is going to try and attack these 2 with what? With a smoke pellet. So he's going to go into his utility pouch, and he is going to throw a smoke pellet at these 2. Wait, no, he's got something else. He has more stuff in his kit than just a smoke pellet. He does have flash darts, and he's got blinding powder and a magnesium flare stick. He's got some magnesium flare sticks also. Okay, let's do a flash dart. Yes, let's do a flash dart. So he's going to aim a flash dart right about here. I was trying to see, but I don't think the flash dart will hit all of these. Well, the flash dart won't do anything because they've got their backs towards him, right? Yeah. I'm just going to say he's going to run up to this guy here. He's going to run up to that guy, and he's going to try and hit him with his sickles. So let's go. 12, that is a success. So 12 plus 3 is 15. And so number 3 is the red die. And I'm going to say that he's got an opportunity to defend himself, but with disadvantage. So we'll roll 2. That's an 8 and a 2. He does not see Killian approach. So Killian comes up, running up behind him, and just has slash down his back, and that will take him down 1 point. And he goes, "Oh, someone's behind us!" And they all turn towards Killian. Right there. Now, was that a good move by Killian? I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it, though. So, this guy just got hit. Now, Killian, he's going to try and run around this way here. Oh, wait. He's going to back up. Yeah. He's going to back up. So, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to back up to over here. And he's going to try and pull these guys towards him. And that's what happens. This guy, he's going to run up, but he just got hit, so he's not going to be able to do all his movement. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. So 1 and 2, they get to Killian, and they are going to try and hit Killian. So black will be 1, green will be 2, and blue is Killian. Well, that's not good for Killian. So black is 14. That's a miss there. And Killian got a 5. So the black bandit number 1 comes up, and he hits Killian with a punch to the skull, and that makes Killian a bit wobbly, but he does see number 2 come in with a dagger, and he manages to just deflect the dagger away from him. Okay, now Killian can use his what was it? Oh, he's going to try and use his blinding powder, because these guys are all pretty close. So he's going to take a step back. Well, let's roll to see. 8 plus 3 is 11. He does manage to get it. So he takes a step back, and he just throws the blinding powder into their eyes, and they all go, "Ah, I can't see, I can't see." Okay, and now that's his move, that's his action. They're still trying to get, so they're blinded for this turn, but she is not, and she sees that, and she runs up. Boom. Now let's see, can she's number 4, she's the yellow die, can she do something? Well, no, I was going to say if she could jump over to attack Killian, but she can't. She was here, so she is going to run up here, go through here, and come up here to Killian and attack him. She attacks Killian, but Killian, that was a 10. Killian defends himself from that. Now, does he, as she attacks with a dagger, does he grab her hand? 10, yes. So she attacks with the dagger, and as a counter move, Killian grabs her hand and throws her back this way, right here, and then runs towards her to see if he can hit her. Oh, he misses completely. She stumbles, but she manages to regain her footing. And as Killian is going to hit her with her side, with his sickle, that was a 20, wherever it is, right here. She counterattacks. And with the counterattack, she misses. So she does miss with the counterattack. Now, these 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's it. Now, these 3. Can they see now? 10. So the black can. Number 1 can. And number 3 can. Number 2, however, is she is still a bit blinded. Now, Killian is going to focus on number 4. Ooh, and that is a miss. Well, it's a success, but she does manage to parry the attack. And because it was so close, I'm not going to say she has a counter attack on Killian. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These two do come up towards Killian. So black and red. Green is still... Well, green can act next round. Oh, Killian. Damn. So Killian just gets knocked. So he takes another 3 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. Right there. And he is a bit winded. So he's going to try and run down here. And since he can see that she is still a bit under the effects of the blinding powder, he's going to run up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right up behind her and try to stab her. She is the green. And he does. He manages to stab her with his sickle, taking that away. She, now all of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, where was he here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She can't get to him. So we've got Killian, number 1, number 2, and number 3. 4 is going to be out of this attack. They're going to try and attack Killian. Okay, so he manages to defend all of them. They all come in with punches and daggers, and Killian's just defend, bang, 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 all of that. And he jumps up away from them, and he gets his flash dart and goes 14. And they're all blinded by that flash dart. It just comes in, this big white light shines, and they all grab their eyes and scream and howl. I can't see anything. He runs around again, so they're blinded. He runs around again to number 2, and 9 plus 3 is 12, and he attacks number 2 with... Oh wait, well, she's blinded. She can't see anything. And let's see if any of them can see now. 10 and green. Green is 2. So 1 and 2, they are able to see again. So Killian runs around this way now. Right here. And he's going with his sickles, going to try and hit both of them. 2 and 3. And he does. He manages to hit both of them. But 2, she is able to see. So let's see if she can defend. Ooh, she does. Killian comes in, but she wakes. She can let her eyes focus and see Killian's attack, and she just parries it with her dagger. But however, 3 does not. He is blinded. Now, 1 runs around here. So he's here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1 runs around there. And now Killian has to defend off number 1 and number 2. And he does. 10 plus 3 is 13. And he defends both of them. Okay. Now let's see if the other 2, 3 and 4, if they are able to see now. They know they are still under the effects of the flash dart. And with that, Killian now, he just grabs his 2 sickles and does a spin to win move to see what happens. Let's roll. I'm gonna roll Killian 1 and 2 to see if they can defend. Oh, no way. So Killian, he goes spins to win, and in John Frederick's game there is no crit. However, what I do is if Killian or any player, any character gets a nat 20, they're going to use their effect dice. Okay, so Killian got a 20, and that means that he's going to use his effect dice. So he's going to do 1 point of damage no matter what, but it's going to be 1 plus a d6. So d6 plus 1 on the effect dice. So and that is 3 plus 1 is 4. So number 2 takes 1 point of damage and she is out. And number 1 takes 4 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he is still up but not looking too good. And so he just grabs his sickle and spins to win. And he also hits number 3 with 4. So that will take number 3 down also. He was at 3 health. And yeah. And so with that attack, he sees all that. He takes down 2 of them. Number 1 is hurting really bad. He's got cuts all over him. Number 4, she focuses. She got a 17, so she wakes up sort of, and she focuses and she sees her 2 colleagues are down, blood gushing everywhere. Her other colleague is really bad. He's on his knees basically, grabbing his gut. And she sees that. Now, does she run? Does she run? Let's say that I'm going to give it a 50-50 chance. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, she runs. 4, 5, 6, she stays and fights. Ooh, she bails. She runs straight out. But let's see if she makes it out. So she is the yellow. Okay, so what I'm going to say is she sees that, she starts to run. Killian notices that she's starting to run, and he is going to grab his, let's see. He's got an oil slick vial. So he's going to throw the oil slick vial there. And he does. So he sees her starting to run, and he grabs his oil slick vial, and he throws it on the ground. It breaks and shatters, and oil just spills all over the place. And then he, let's see if this works. She is on top of the oil slick, and with his other hand, so he throws it with his left hand, the oil slick vial. It breaks right in front of her, and at the same time, he grabs his hand crossbow with a flash dart on it, and he shoots, but the dart hits the ground but doesn't ignite. But however, she slips over. Now, number 1, he is pretty badly hurt, but he's going to try and stab Killian because he sees Killian he's got his attention focused on number 4. He's going to try and stab Killian, but he misses. And Killian turns to him, looks down at him and says, "I'll be back for you. Don't go anywhere." And he slowly walks towards number 4. He gets to number 4, and he goes to hit her, but yeah, nothing happens. And in return, she's on the ground. He goes to punch her out. She blocks the punch and kicks him in the groin, taking him down. Going, she starts to scramble to her feet, and she runs away. Killian gets up and goes straight for number 1. He's a bit winded, and he goes up to him and grabs him and turns to him and says, "What's going on here?" And the bandit is nearly dead, and he's saying, and he says, we got ambushed by the dwarves and gnomes. Everyone from Ironforge. Okay, but why? We had merch that we were trying to get through into Greenwood when these people just showed up. When you say merch, do you mean the Mindbend? Yes, it's the Mindbend. It's in those those wagons over there. And Killian looks out, and on the side of the plaza there's 3 wagons standing there. The rest of the fight has basically just finished. The dwarves are all happy and jumping and going, yeah, yeah, victory. A lot of the veins have been slaughtered. There's bodies everywhere. And Killian turns back to the band and says, where did the Mindbend come from? And the bandit, his eyes are closing, and Killian shakes him up. Listen to me. Where did the Mindbend come from? Bandit opens his eyes. The harbour. The harbour. And dies. After that, Killian's there looking at the 3 bodies. He's rummaging through them to see if they have any sort of information on them. And this dwarf comes along and stands next beside him. And Killian is on bended knee looking at rummaging through the bodies, and he looks up and says, can I help you? And the dwarf says, oh, nice. First time I ever seen the Shadow. Much obliged for the help. Killian stands up and goes, what happened here? What was going on? And the dwarf says, well, you know, Shadow, we're sick and tired of this Mindbend, this drug that's infested our city, and it's making our young'uns mad in the head. They do crazy sort of stuff. Some have actually died from doing their crazy things and put other people's lives in jeopardy. We just had enough. Like the castle, the militia, the guardsmen, they won't do anything. So we took matters into our own hand. We saw that they were coming through with those wagons, and we just stopped them. As you can see, we are going to stop all of this. And he turns and looks behind Killian and whistles. Light him up! And Killian turns, and all of a sudden 3 dwarves throw some torches onto each of the wagons, and the whole thing just turns into flames. The Mindbend that was in those wagons, they will not hurt anyone. At least that. But what are you doing here? Oh, I've heard stories about you. Never thought I'd see you. Well, I'm trying to find out where this all comes from, and I think I got a good idea. He gets up and starts walking out of the plaza, and the dwarf turns to him and shouts, "Thank you, Shadow! Thank you!" Killian turns, nods his head, and returns into the harbour district. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. We had some action today. Well, we have action nearly every day. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy, and I will be back with some more Shadow of Alnor pretty soon. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to my members, Jamie and Chad. I know it is you, mate. I do know that. But thank you for letting me know. And I want to give a big shout out and a big happy birthday to SoloRPG. His channel just had 2 years. It's his 2-year anniversary, so hop on over to SoloRPG and wish him a happy birthday for his channel. Don't forget also to check out John Frederick's Streamline Superheroes, and also the GME SoloRPG GME from Moses Boyajian, Willona's Cave here on YouTube. Okay, thank you once again, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye bye.